You might be wondering how difficult it is to set up a startup business. Well, as an attorney who has helped many entrepreneurs and businessmen get on their feet, I can tell you that it is easy to start your business, but there are undeniable challenges in finding things like product market fit, scaling your team, remaining competitive, and of course, being adequately capitalized. But don't worry, the rewards outweigh the difficulties. Hi, I'm Neil Friedman, and I've worked with hundreds of startups and entrepreneurs, and I want to tell you about some considerations that you should be thinking about when deciding to venture out on your own and start your business. Starting a business can be very rewarding, but it requires a lot of determination, continuous learning, and often only pays off in the long term. If you think by starting your business you're going to generate tons of cash right off the bat, you're probably starting your business for the wrong reason. Profit is a long term goal, but the profit can be tremendous and make all the hard work worth it. I can tell you from experience working with many startups, some of which have raised millions of dollars in venture capital, that it did not come overnight. The startup process is similar to a journey, and the first step is always figuring out if you are ready to take that leap. There are many considerations you should be thinking about when deciding whether or not to start your own business, such as what will it cost? What skills do I have? Am I risk tolerant enough for this venture? And perhaps most importantly, am I really passionate about my idea? You also need to have time on your side. Building your business takes a tremendous amount of dedication and commitment. For these reasons, starting a business can be easy, but bringing it to life and growing sales and bringing your product to market can be difficult. You need to be willing to put in the time and effort that is necessary for a new venture. This can include learning how you will create your product or service, what legal structures are best suited for your needs, developing marketing strategies, finding partners, securing financing if you need it, and building up an inventory of products or services that people want to buy from you. And there are many things that you need to think about when you're starting your own business, such as what is the best time for you? How will you raise money if you need it? Who will be your partner or co founder or other key players in this venture? And of course, you have to find a product or service that people will want and then figure out how best to sell it. You need to know what you're good at and how much time, effort, money, and other resources that you could put into this venture. And it's really understanding people and their needs and why they buy, and that's very important. What role is your product or service filling in the market? And once you've identified the business that you want to start, you need to work on developing a plan for how to develop it and make it money from it. And one of the first things you want to do is develop a business plan inclusive of a marketing plan and find out what resources you need to allocate accordingly with your startup. Determine how much money is needed to get started and determine where you can raise it from. Is it coming from friends and family, bank loans, crowdfunding, angel investors, venture capitalists? And see how long of a sales cycle you have until you start generating revenue. These are a few things to think about while you develop skills and expertise that you can use in your new venture. So I just want to thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments or email us directly. We're happy to answer any questions. Thanks.